Chef Tony Matas for BBQGuys.com. Today I'm going to be making a custard-style French bread, or French toast. Some people call it lost bread. Some people call it pampered deux. There's probably 50 names or so, and there's probably about 50 to 100 ways to make it. Today we're making my recipe, and mine is a little bit more on the custard side. If I make a French toast or bread pudding, something like that, I like to go to the custard side because that's what I like. If you're interested in that kind of thing, please stick around. Now, the mixture that I'll be making will probably do 8 to 10 French bread wedges about like this. I only have 4 today. I just kind of want to show you guys. The main thing, of course, is the liquid or the batter for this. So let's get started. I'll be doing mine today on a black iron skillet. It is reversible, but on this side, I'm sorry, griddle. On this side is the smooth griddle. Cast iron is probably about the best you're going to get for making French toast, pancakes, those kind of things. But use whatever you have at home. Of course, a griddle is even better. If you can get a cast iron griddle, there you go. All right, let's get started. Half a cup brown sugar, lightly packed. You don't have to be too precise with it. This is a fun dish, so no need for any headache. About a tablespoon of cane syrup. Tablespoon of honey. A teaspoon of vanilla extract, preferably real. A fourth, or an eighth to a fourth to a half of a teaspoon, depending on how much cinnamon you like, of fresh ground cinnamon. About a half a stick of butter. One cup each of heavy cream and whole milk. So that's 1 cup whole milk. 1 cup heavy cream. And here I have 1 whole egg and 2 egg yolks blended up. Before I add them into here, I'm going to blend these ingredients. We'll get these eggs in here. Now you want to blend this around pretty good because the fat from the egg yolks is going to be part of the, well, the lecithin from the egg yolks will be the emulsification, but the fat also is going to kind of help to bring everything together and make this a nice emulsified batter for your French toast. Now on the subject of the bread itself, you want to try to get something fairly crusty. You also preferably would like to slice, these came from rolls about like this. You could use large French bread, of course, anything that you have stale. I make mine stale because I like these kind of desserts, but if you have the opportunity, slice them in half and leave them to air out and dry and stale at least overnight. If you grab regular bread right off the shelf and make something like this, it's going to be okay, but it's not going to be great. That's the promise I'm making. We're almost there now. The only thing we have left to add is a little fresh grated nutmeg. This stuff tastes so much better and adds so much more flavor if you go fresh like this. Oh, it smells great. It really changes from using the canned stuff to using something like this. Now one last thing before we get started here. If you really want to do this way and you need a griddle and you don't have one, don't stress it. Just go online, go to Iron Pots Depot. Those guys will take care of you, I promise you. They have all sorts of griddles, round, square, everything you can imagine. Every cast iron thing you can imagine. Click of a button, delivered to your door, just the way I like it. I'm a chef, I'm not a personal shopper, so that's not really what I do. Here we go, a little butter. If you want to go a little more health conscious or whatever, I don't know why you'd be preparing this, but whatever. You can use olive oil or you could do a butter and olive oil blend. Whatever floats your boat. All right, good and hot. Let's do it. Now something I learned by accident is it would seem as though to really let this stuff sit in here and soak up all the batter you can would be a great idea, but it's not a great idea. It'll get very soggy to where you can't get a really good crisp outside and have your inside cooked and not be gooey and nasty unless you don't do that. So please try not to. Good thing about something like lost bread, French toast, is if you make that mistake, it's not the end of the world. There will be other mornings, there will be other brunches. If you could only smell this culinary delight right now, you would know what I already know, that this is worth every minute in the kitchen. Oh, that's beautiful. When we get finished up, I'll show you how to top these guys off. I decided to change the game plan a little bit. Hope you'll hang out and won't try to knock me on the head for this one, but in the time it took for this to cook, I decided I wanted to throw together a nice sauce-ish to go on top of this. So maybe this has probably been on for a few minutes, and all I did was ran around and found a few ingredients that I thought sounded pretty good together. I apologize for the delay, but as I said, this was not scripted. I really just want to show you how quick and easy this can be if you'll let it, and if you'll have a little fun in your kitchen or outdoors or camping or wherever. All you need is anything you can bring heat to for this incredible sauce. This is about a little bit less than a fourth of a cup of brown sugar, lightly packed. It's about 2 to 3 tablespoons of cane syrup. I would say this is an eighth to a fourth of a cup of chopped pecans. No measurements, just kind of did it. If you were thinking about it, and I only thought about it when I threw them in there, but if you were trying to plan it out, it'd be pretty good if you cooked your pecans down with a little butter first, kind of roasted them down, and then did this recipe. So for next time, it's about a tablespoon of bourbon. And just to make everything happy, this is about a half of a banana, sliced up fine. And that's it. All we have to do is bring this up to temp, cook it all down together, just so it melds, and then we're going to pour it over the good stuff. All right, we're ready. However long that took, I'm thinking about a minute, and that's with me talking to you guys. Hoping you can see that. It looks incredible. Stick around. Here it is, custard-style French toast or lost bread with whatever you decide to name our new sauce that's on top. Thank you for watching today. Hope you enjoyed lost bread, pampardou, and I hope you didn't mind me throwing in an improvised sauce. The only thing I would have to say, and you can't see it in the back where I took a little bite since the last time, was incredible, but for my taste, I'd like a little less sugar. When I make the sauce again, probably on a Sunday at my house, I would say use about half as much brown sugar. But if you like it really sweet, there you have it. Thanks for watching today. Remember, at BBQGuys.com, we smoke the competition.